soiled and undamaged. As he prepares to accompany his daughter on her wedding day to marry Prince William of Wales. Travelling in the Rolls-Royce Phantom 6. It's named Rolls-Royce number 1 at the Royal Mews. It is in fact the car that was damaged in those protests last year, but it's been properly refurbished and is shining and gleaming. The bride is on her way. Lots of smiles. A real sense of delight from within the car. A wonderful view. Magnificent. Delicate veil and lots of intricate lace. And there we see the great advantage of this car, which affords us such a good view of the occupants. So past the Royal Mews and on towards Buckingham Palace. Next time Catherine sees Buckingham Palace, it'll be as a member of the royal family and as Her Royal Highness. Is she nervous? Well, of course she is, in her own words. She was asked yesterday and the day before, but I have to say, the one thing that's commanded respect is her reserve and dignity and modesty as she's approached this huge event. Lots of what we see today will be the result of Catherine's own thinking, her own ideas of a wedding service. Partly the language of nature within the Abbey, choice of music, which she's consulted widely on, but certainly with the Prince of Wales. The readings. It all combines to make a powerful statement. And how lucky we are. Still no rain. It's a little cloudy, but it doesn't spoil this great spectacle. Kate will be absolutely thrilled when she arrives at the Abbey and sees this. Her sister, Philippa, and these lovely bridesmaids and page boys. And they include Lady Louise Windsor, little Grace Van Cutsum's just 3, Eliza Lopez is 3, Billy Lowther Pinkerton, Tom Pettifer, Margarita Armstrong-Jones. A warm welcome from the Dean of Westminster. So these very important guests are safely here. And a surge of applause and cheers along the Mall. Such a proud and emotional moment for Michael Middleton. Sat next to his daughter. It's a proud moment for any father on any wedding day. But in these circumstances, it's difficult to imagine what's going through their minds. curving off the Mall, down onto Horse Guard, St James's Park on the right. Past the Guards Memorial, which flanks St James's Park, and then on to Horse Guards Parade. There'll be no royal salute because, of course, Catherine isn't yet a member of the royal family, but it'll be different on the return. Through the narrow arch, safely negotiated, and on to Whitehall. A few adjustments, but really, the effect is splendid. It really is magnificent. And all eyes now will be on that wedding dress, which we'll see in all its glory in just a few minutes' time at the Abbey.
Well, Philippa Lepley, we won't know for sure who has designed this dress until Kate steps out of that car very shortly, but what do you make of it so far?
Definitely a lace top, possibly a French corded lace or a sort of fine chantilly, and then onto a strapless dress, so we're not sure where the lace stops. Maybe it stops at the waist, maybe it goes all the way down. I'm thinking it's quite structured. I don't think it's fluid. I think it's either a zibeline or a satin. Definitely one layer of silk tulle veil with no gathers at all, really plain and simple, just shrouding the dress. Very understated, quite classic and timeless, almost Grace Kelly-esque with the lace top.
She looks absolutely stunning, doesn't she? And so happy and so radiant, waving to those crowds who've been waiting there for days and days just to catch this glimpse of the bride. And she is wearing her hair, as far as we can tell, half up, half down, with a beautiful tiara.
She's got the tiara on. Yes, we were kind of speculating whether it was going to be flowers, but it is a diamond tiara, and the hair seems to be gathered up at the front, but curled very softly at the back, so that she's got all of that length there. And I guess partly that's because, even though it's a very simple neckline of a dress, that lace can't take too much competition around the shoulders. Yeah.
What a moment for Kate's father, Michael Middleton, the Yorkshire-born son of an airline pilot, arriving here with his 29-year-old daughter at the Abbey, where she's going to marry a prince and a future king. A huge roar from the crowd. And we can see from those images as she climbed into this beautiful Rolls-Royce that there is quite a train. It could take her a few minutes to get out of the car.
Yeah, I think her father was struggling with that bit, wasn't he?
And I can tell you now, it has just been confirmed that it is Sarah Burton at Alexander McQueen who designed this dress. A very popular choice.
I am beside myself. This is such a fashion moment, I can't tell you. Sarah Burton has had the most extraordinary year because really, tragically, we lost Alexander McQueen just over a year ago. She had to step into her shoes. She's been working at his right hand.
Quite 50s, isn't it?
It's exquisite.
2 meters 70, the train. And what a vision.
It's exquisite.
And it's made of ivory and white satin gazelle.
Gazelle, okay, lovely.
That is a fabulous dress.
And the veil being held there in place by the Queen's halo tiara, which has been loaned to her specially for this day by the Queen, made by Cartier. A very old tiara made in 1936, French chantilly lace, combined with English Cluny lace. And what a sight.
Actually, quite a short train in a way. It's a very modest train, but it's just perfectly proportioned. It's